Howdy, welcome to another video with me. I'm Nick and this is London Creative, and I'm pointing here because I've usually got a jumper with a logo on. Have you ever seen the anime Fate Night? We watched one season and it was okay. Then I kept seeing the second season, which turns out is better. It's kind of Arthurian legends, modern Japanese thing, but with some of the characters are from 2,000 years ago and still dressed in plate armour and whatever. 1,000 years ago, not 2,000 years ago, sorry. But there was one scene I'd seen before I started watching it that kind of got my attention. You'll see why. Then I found it, and it's the start of the second season. And it's Saber being tortured. And I really liked this image. Yes, it's a little bit naughty, but it's a cool image. And there is a version of the statue that is available to buy. It's about this big, it's massive. It's like 1/4 human scale. And it's hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I only want a little one. So I bought this. This is one of those mannequin dolls that you can move and adjust and whatever. And what I'm going to do is try to fit her into place in one pose. And then that'll be the base for my model. Then fill in all the gaps with milliparts or green stuff, and then try to sculpt her dress and whatever, and then paint it. Now, this could take a while because there are other projects going on. See how we go. A slightly different setup than usual, but I'm going with this. This is the big decision. Usually, when you're making a model and stuff, the big decision comes later, once you've done the putting it together, all of that. But here, I've got to make the big decision first. We'll get this right first off. So I'm thinking if it's spread as far apart as possible. Back onto the arch and do that. Head there. The legs can be... head up like that. And your arms are going to have to go slightly like that. And her hands fall off. Jolly good. This middle section will not stay together. I think I'm going to leave it like that and reset the rest of it. I might put some milliput in. The problem is what to do it with. Ideally, I'd want to do it in Sculpting, because Sculpting you can roll out really thin and make like fabric, but then this needs to be heated in the oven, and then this will melt. I'd like to be able to roll milliput out into a thin strip like this. I can do this. Anyone got any ideas? Any suggestions other than these three? Let's see if we can. See if we can do some of it. Mix together a little bit of milliput. Take a few bits of this. I'm just going to add that into there just to fill up the space first. Because once I put this on, this got to sit and dry for a while. She's going to have a dress on. Whatever I pad out here, I guess it's kind of got to be fairly tight to fit in, but I won't get rid of the gap. What's the solo here? I mean, where you go? Okay, just fill the back of the feet up and then we're pretty much done. And back to the legs as well. She's not very pretty. It's got to be said, she's got some hell of a jaw on her. Saber is very definitely pretty, but this character is not. Adding in basic hair. For now, she is stage 1 complete. We have basic shape. Right, well there we go. That's what I've drawn and what I think I need to do.
You can continue to defy me all you like, but...
Okay, I've rolled out some milliparts, some round, so I'm using a Pritt stick roller. This needs to be thinned out. I need to make it wider, really. Like that. And sculpt that into there, like so. That's too long. Hold that bit to that bit, huh? See, it's torn again there. I'm going to try and green stuff. I'm going to try and make Tinkerbell hair. The beauty of this is it rolls so incredibly thin. This rough evenness, this curve cut. Kind of want to rock it up, something like that. It wants to go around there, like that, and then like that, and then hang down there like that. Round a bit more. There we go. I've got to work out why I'm making it stand up. Okay, temporary solution or a possible final solution. I've got a cable tie and I've wrapped it round. When it comes to that, I will glue that to her wrist so it looks like she's tethered. Okay, we're back, having left this to dry for near on 2 weeks. And I honestly don't think it's actually that dry, but we're here. I've got this, I've got this. I'm just going to sand this down a bit. Get rid of some of the imperfections. Okay, well, there she is now dry. The foot just moved. I just managed to move the leg. She was perfect. I'm just gonna make a point of this. I've taken the stand off. She's standing up on her own. She's perfectly balanced. That's quite impressive. I touched this up with some green stuff to get rid of some of the imperfections in the dress. It's still got some, so I'm just gonna take out some of the things with sandpaper. It snapped on the when it's been sprayed. So I've got to just tidy that up. There are lots of scraping sounds. I've got a palette, and I've got a brush, and I'm going to do some pink blush. She's got gloves on. She has armlets on. I'm going to do the getting dressed method. I paint from skin tones upward. They're both titanium white. Both say titanium white. Next bit. Don't know the back of the knees bent and it's cracked the milliput after weeks of sitting it, gluing it and all that. It's now still cracked. We're going with some bright yellow, canary yellow for the hair. I'll dollop in a great lump of it and then adjust afterwards. Difficult bit. Let's start with the easiest of the difficult bits. The hairband, I think. I have the impossible task now. I don't even know how to do this. Okay, we are back. And the leg's bending, which is not good. I think that's got to be the first thing. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is just tweak it a bit. Buff up some of the colour. She is looking a bit buff in the chest. It's got this edge, but I think that's down to the base model. I'll just draw a line to edge this dress. Next, there she sits. Should be standing. This is the cable that is going to be acting as her bindings. That, and then she will stand, and that cable will go like that, and she'll stand like that. Now, what I need is a base. So this base is what I've had it all the time, but you can see that's too fast to go. Plus, what she's on in the anime is way cooler. So what I'm going to do is cut a bit of XPS foam and make a base. Let's have a bit of 6mm XPS foam. Nearly impossible to buy in this country. She's standing on a disc. It's a bit bigger than the one she's standing on here. This has got to go on. Squished around a bit. Let's just make get a centre. I'm just drawing plan out, but it's not working because every single thing I'm doing today is going wrong, so it's one of those days. I have these days a lot. The hole's just getting bigger and bigger as I'm going, and nothing I do is stopping that. That's spinning from side to side because this hole's so big I can't figure out what else to do. This is the lid to the pot the pencil is in. Okay, try again. Too long. Quickly made up a little wash of acrylic paint and Mod Podge. Smear this on here. I forgot to do this before, and this is still wet. It's probably the worst time to do it. It's still fall, weather it. Oh god, knocking this is not the best setup, could be said. Okay, last stage. Right, black paint in the middle, paint this. You know, for this I might lift you up a bit. This cable is going into here, and she's standing. So I'm pushing a paintbrush in to push the glue forward. On the side of her feet, go in there. The double of glue around this. And she's done. do you think? Not bad. It's not brilliant, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. Everything I did with this model has taken at least 2 or 3 attempts and has gone slightly wrong every time. Even this outro, I just filmed it and she fell apart. She fell off the dais because I was trying to show you the end result of the platform. Could have done with a better sort of medium for the dress. The milliput is probably a bit thick and a bit rough. I would have preferred to use Sculpting, but there is a plastic model inside and Sculpting has to be baked, and so that would have melted. Green stuff would have probably been really good. In hindsight, maybe that was the way to go. It's a bit blobby, you know, the paint job is a bit rough and ready, but it's a, what did you say, a 7 out of 10? 7.5. But it has taken a long time. I bought the model in November and it's now March. November had some things going on, the Baba Yaga stuff and other bits and pieces. Then Christmas, then Solo was ill, and it all got put on the back burners, as it were. But now we're finally here. Weirdly, she stands up on her own, but I have glued her in place, and the cable is kind of there just as an extra support. Well, if that's entertained you, and maybe you want to try and do it, buy one of those articulated models on eBay, use it as a base, and create a scene from one of your favourite animes. If you do so, please let me know. Please add a link to your video or send me pictures. Tag me in Instagram, links here, but London Creative on Instagram. Be intrigued to see what you come up with. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Leave comments down below with the links and whatever, or suggestions for more things to do. Talk to me. I like people talking. And if you're not already and you like these things and you want to see more, and there's currently a pile of stuff over there that's waiting to be built into other things, then you should come back and watch more of them. And the best way to do that is to hit subscribe, and then you'll be notified when it goes up on a Sunday and you can watch them. So until the next big project, bye. Ooh. 700 to 900 AD, around there. With that could be a very expensive V. Where did V come from? It's Sunday. 1 day of the week you're not allowed to do drilling, supposedly. Can't go a day, not a day without some sort of domestic driving noise. Given what I was working with and what I was trying to do, I'm quite pleased with it. It's not bad. She stands up on her own and the base looks like that. You know, like when I said earlier, I'm having one of those days,